What's going on, guys? So I got some COD 4 gameplay in the background, and I'm actually using a shotgun. Now the shotguns in this game, it's very hit and miss. A lot of COD 4 enthusiasts generally look down on them, since the submachine guns in this game are amazing, and the shotguns do feel quite pointless to use, since the submachine guns are so dominant in so many situations. However, I've always thought the M1014 was pretty beast, and I decided to use this gun to take a break from my gold AK-47 challenge that I'm still doing. And I totally loved this gun so much more ever since I decided to use it for the fun of it. But now I already got the red camo for this thing, since it was just a blast to use over the M14, which is very frustrating and garbage at the same time. But I finally unlocked the red camo for that gun too. So I'm basically left with the G3, which should be more reliable and useful than the M14, since they're both semi-automatic rifles. But I got a long way to go. But it's just one more gun at the same time, and I can finally have my gold AK-47, which I cannot wait to, look and use. The M1014 is very awesome once you learn the right class for the gun, and I loved it ever since I taught myself how to use it more properly than before, and it is probably one of my favorites, surprisingly, because I really didn't expect this gun to be so awesome when I was on my journey for the red camo. There is a gold camo challenge for this gun, and I might do it in the future, since there are only 2 shotguns, and the other one I'm actually slightly above halfway to finishing it. So I'm not sure when I'm going to start on that, but overall, it's a beastly weapon for people that likes to play aggressively, but you gotta play it fairly smart at the same time to compensate its lack of range. But enough of that. I want to talk about the whole resolution thing that is going on in the gaming community. I've been using GameSpot for my daily news for video games, but every time there's like an article about resolution between the Xbox One and PS4, it's always filled with comments, and I can tell people are definitely into this type of subject. Wolfenstein: The New Order was guilty of this. Like, most comments on the game are generally in the 70s to low 80s on average when you're reading an article, but on one of the articles about the resolution, it's actually in the 900s, I believe, and that is a huge difference. I don't know why people are becoming so obsessed with resolution. I understand the whole fact that PS4 is cheaper than Xbox One, and it is wrong that PS4 is outdoing the Xbox in terms of hardware, but I've seen, video comparisons of the latest games between those two consoles, and I really don't see much of a difference in terms of graphics. I also feel like people kind of forget that people do buy consoles for exclusive games too. Like, I am going to buy an Xbox One once there's like a new Halo game or something that intrigues me. I know, I don't like how Microsoft forces people to have that Kinect, which I don't even know if I'm going to use it to its fullest extent. But then again, I am a gamer, and I do have fans of specific games too, so I will end up buying one at the end of the day, because I personally think it's worth it, since, well, like I said, I'm a fan of that franchise. Why wouldn't I buy it? I didn't buy either of the PS4 and Xbox One on launch day, since there were nothing for me to play, so obviously I'm just waiting for that game that's going to interest me. I don't know if people forget that gamers like to play games. I mean, I guess it is wrong to buy like one Halo game for the price of $500, but then again, it really depends on how much of a fan you are. I literally bought the original Xbox just for one game back then, but it gave me a lot of great times and valuable content, so it was worth it in the end. I have multiple versions of Doom because I love the Doom franchise, and I know there's people, that's going to pay for that extra amount just to experience that desire they're craving for, and I guess I am kind of like that too, and I don't really think it's wrong to pay like $500 just to experience a game that's going to give you a good time. Maybe if the console's price was double, then I could agree, but I like to say that hardcore fans are hardcore fans, or they're going to do whatever they can do to experience their favorite games.